Hey everybody, it's Marshall Mc here. This is my Girl Meets World, Girl Meets Texas Part 3 review rundown. I have to be honest here, I'm not feeling this episode. I really liked it, but it was just, Girl Meets Texas started out probably the best episode of Disney by far so far right now in this week, or I guess technically it'd be last week, but then it got worser, like not worse, is that even a word, worser? I don't know. It didn't get worse, it just didn't, it wasn't as great each episode down. Like, part 2 got a little bit less exciting, and then part 3, sorry. Part 3 just got a little bit, like, dead. Like, I feel like it started really well and just ended up going down for me. Like, if you had one of those pie charts that just go down, like the scribbles, I don't even know. But yeah, that's what it felt like to me. But, like, part 3 wasn't as good as part 1, and I feel like part 2 wasn't as good as part 1. It just kept, I can't talk today. Just kept going down. Notice back in my Case into Cover review, I talked fine, and this one I don't. But anyways, yeah, spoiler alerts, if you have not seen the episode, it's really good. Like I said, it's still good, but it just wasn't as great as the first part, and it wasn't as good as the second part. So we're going to talk about that, and why I thought that, so let's get started. So, of course, it's Girl Meets Texas Part 3, but weird enough, they're actually not in Texas, they left. So, technically, it's just an ordinary Girl Meets World episode. I feel like it's not Girl Meets Texas if there's no Texas. Like, we love Texas, so yeah. But it was still a funny episode. I feel like there was a few moments where it was like laugh out loud moments. So we're going to talk about that. So recently, another person on Twitter, I can't remember his name, it's Call of Duty, his name had something to do with Call of Duty. I'm sorry if you're watching this and I don't remember your name. I'm not really good at remembering things, so I'm sorry. I'll probably see you on Twitter when I get back on there tonight for my Gotham live tweets. But you actually tweeted at me about the episode, and yeah, I just gave you my opinions, so I'm going to give you my opinions again if you're watching this. I don't know if you are, and I'm also going to give you guys my opinions about the laugh out loud moments. So basically what's going on here is that right now they are back, and this episode really just brings everything. I don't know if this was like the season finale or something. Like, is this? I don't know. It felt like it because they had like all the flashbacks from season 2 and season 1. So I'm not really sure, but I felt like this episode brought it all at the end. I feel like at the beginning it just kind of got weird, and then at the the middle parts, and then a little bit at the end, it got a little confusing, and a lot of people were just confused about this. And who's gonna end up with who? The only person, like, this is weird. The only person who is in a sort of steady relationship right now is probably Farkle. That's pretty much the only person with Smackle. I don't know if they're really, like, in a relationship, but that's pretty much the only ones that are close enough to be in a relationship. Everybody else is scattered across the board. So Maya and Lucas addressed the idea of dating. They went on their little date. Charlie Gardner's back, and naturally, it was weird because they made this whole big deal about who is going to be the secret admirer, and it's Charlie. I felt like it would have been, like, it's just weird. I don't know. I feel like it's cool to have him back, but if they brought him back earlier, it would have made more sense. I don't know. Like, I feel like the writers are, like, connecting everything this season from, like, the Maya Lucas, how do you do it? Like, Lucaya stuff. They just tied that in a little bit. And then they brought Charlie Gardner on as a new character, and then they just kind of brought him back. So I feel like the writers are on point this season and just connecting everything back together. But it just kind of felt weird to me how Charlie was back, and we haven't heard from him in a while, and then he suddenly becomes this big deal about dating Riley. So I feel like it just was a little bit out of place, and a little bit just weird for me, and that's why I felt like it was so confusing, because another thing that they did was the whole jump cut thing, where they just come, okay, here's Topanga, here's everything else, here's Augie, here's Lucas, here's Farkle, here's blah, 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 and Farkle moment, and here's all this, and blah, 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 and here's the movies talk, and here's the Topanga's shop, and here's everything going on, and I felt like it was so weird because they jump cut every single thing, like every single story, and it's a little bit suffocating to me because I feel like it's so fast that I get confused while I'm in here. Girl Meets Texas Part 1 and 2 were smooth sailing, and we got to feel that dramatic tension in the moment it led up to Maya and Lucas at the campfire, whereas this part just downgraded all that and just went super fast, and I couldn't keep up, and I was so confused, I didn't know what was going on, and then I finally just went like, okay, you know what? I kind of understand what went down, so yeah, but what was I talking about? I don't even remember what I was first saying. But anyway, yeah, so everybody's kind of just doing this thing. But Farkle pretty much has the only, like, real relationship, I guess. Maya, like I said, Maya and Lucas kind of tried it. Maya ended up dumping Smoothie all over his head, so that didn't work out. Topanga was back in the episode, so was Augie. Augie gave this weird speech to Lucas about being the only brother, and then we got some stuff with Charlie Gardner and Riley. Then we get to the Farkle moment, whatever it was, I don't even know. Then we get to Farkle and Riley's flashbacks and stuff like that we got to talk about. That was probably the best moment in the episode, really. And then Charlie and Riley ended up going on their date, and we got some stuff in the bay window, and that's how the episode ends. So, like I said, it wasn't as great. Like I said, there was so many jump cuts and so many things I just did not like about this episode. It was still really good. I feel like Charlie and the whole dating thing was really cool. I feel like this was like a finale. I don't know if it was. Comment down below if it was a finale. I'm not really sure if it was or not, so just comment down below if you guys know. I do not know. Updates, Gotham is tonight. I'm going to be live tweeting for that, so my Twitter is down there below, along with my Instagram, my Vine, and my vlog channel. Those are all down below, so go follow and subscribe to those. I might do a Gotham vlog reaction on my vlog channel, so maybe, I don't know yet, so just keep posting on that on my Twitter. There are links up there to my other Groommates World videos and some other videos I just did. And other than that, like and favorite this video, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.